Hi, my name is Jack. My struggle with loneliness. It's something that I've talked about in the past and has affected my well-being and my outlook on my current situation. The questions loomed in my head. Am I worth it to others? Why am I not good enough? How do I get out of this rut? Even if you think those questions are outlandish, these are the thoughts that circulated through my head while being alone, playing the victim and having no way of stopping this thinking. Whether this is the first video you're watching of mine or you've been around for a while, loneliness was one of the main components of why I started this channel. And after working on myself for the past month and reevaluating things, I've finally started to change. And I feel like I owe you all an update on my progress with my fight against loneliness. So here we go. 3 months ago, I was a shell of a person, a lost soul with no direction and a hurt heart. Someone who couldn't handle being by themselves and struggling with the thoughts consumed within me. It's really weird to even think or talk about loneliness because never as a kid or a teen did I think I would ever feel this way, but I have. I've realized the cold and abrupt reality of adult life. It has revolved around my entire being over the past few years and not only changes my attitude towards things, but changes my mood. In the past, my world around me has felt so isolated, cold, eerily silent. I had no purpose or direction for what to do. I was genuinely lost. A person who didn't know who they were. It was a dark time in my life, and while I can't say that I'm out of this rut yet, things have started to slowly get better. Along with the things I've been doing actively towards others and myself physically, such as being more open to things, with letting my personality shine through, and the hobbies I've been focusing more time on, the biggest change I made was to my mindset. Recently, as of late, I've made a lot of changes to how I view the world around me in my current situation with being lonely. Yes, I do currently live alone and don't have too many friends around me currently, but I'm never truly alone, and that goes for anybody out there. You've always got yourself, and you always will have yourself for the rest of your life. I'm starting to learn more of the power of being alone, and the amazing facets it brings. First, the freedom of being alone grants. Yes, I may be lonely, but the freedom of not having to worry about having to do anything or be there for someone for the time being is really peaceful. I think I take for granted the freedom of being able to do what I want, when I want, and not being tied down. Being able to have this power is a privilege that I don't think about often, and have been internalizing that this can and is a great thing to have. There are so many things for me to do when I'm alone, and I'm now seeing and realizing that. Putting in time with myself and things that I enjoy, rather than always worrying about what everybody else is doing, because at the end of the day, all that matters is my happiness, and I don't want loneliness to affect that. Something else loneliness has granted me is the chance to reevaluate myself. After I realized that there is a choice to make with my loneliness, I haven't looked back. Yes, you can sit around and sulk about how things aren't going your way, just as I did in the past. Or you can embrace being alone. Embrace that this was meant to happen. Almost a signal or wake-up call that you need to work on yourself and grow as a person by yourself. Figure out who you are. This is at least how I have interpreted it, and it has opened my eyes to not always look at being lonely as a bad thing, but a time where I need to identify what is bothering me and how I will move forward. Actually putting a smile on my face for once and just appreciating all that was given to me, because I have a lot to be grateful for. Maybe I don't see it all the time, but I do have friends. I do have people that care about me. And while they may not always be there for me, I always have myself, and so do you. You will always have your conscience and the built-in friend that is within you. Reevaluating my situation and noticing that there are ways to be content and happy alone has brought tranquility to me. It's all about how you think about your current position. It really hasn't been easy for me to shift my frame of thinking this way, but it's not supposed to be easy. I was consumed by loneliness for so many years and would blame myself for being this way and putting myself in this position, only sending me down a dark hole, and that's just no good way to think. There are so many beautiful aspects of life, and the only one who can truly embody those experiences, in your view, is yourself. Life is truly an unprecedented wonder that we should all enjoy, no matter our circumstances, and letting loneliness consume me or you should be the last things on our mind. I'm learning to be more proud and happy of what I've achieved by myself and all the great surprises that lie ahead in the future. It's a great feeling that gets my heart racing with excitement and optimism for what I can achieve. And I challenge you all struggling with loneliness to think this way, as it has helped me grow and evolve rapidly into an even better person who has aspirations beyond whether others care or not, whether or not they'll even care about me. I will continue to work on myself at whatever cost, because at the end of the day, loneliness will not be the reason I don't chase my dreams and be the ideal, never-ending version of myself that I know I will achieve now. No one else defines who you are. You do. And don't let loneliness be one of those reasons that you don't find your why. I honestly believe one of the most powerful things we can achieve is being content with being alone. And while I'm not there yet, I know in my heart that I'm on the right path to not only being content, being the best version of myself in the near distant future. That I'm finally finding comfort in being alone.